The khanga has been worn by East African women since the 19th century. The Tanzanian government now wants this fabric protected. Safina Kimbokota, who is working on a doctoral thesis on the khanga, says the fabric is closely tied to East African and Tanzanian history, particularly the Swahili people along its coast.
The
Swahili are a group of people who, after coming out of slavery, sought to define their identity. That is where the term the Swahili comes from. So in Tanzania, I can say this is part of our identity because there is nowhere else in the world you will find the khanga. And if you do, it's from East African countries.
Though sizes vary, a typical khanga is about 1 meter wide and about 1.5 meters long, featuring patterns and sometimes proverbs. Once used primarily as a simple wrap, the khanga is now inspiring modern designers who see new opportunities in its versatility.
People like to distinguish themselves from other fast fashion clothes. When you wear a khanga, even in a crowd, you stand out. Someone else may show up in jeans and a t-shirt, but when I walk in like this, people notice me because of how the khanga looks, its unique colors and its messages. That's why, for me, creating and selling khanga outfits has been easy.
The Tanzanian government argues that safeguarding and branding the khanga as a protected heritage product could help stimulate domestic textile processing, support small and medium enterprises, and expand the country's footprint in regional and global fashion markets. Officials say the initiative aims not only to preserve the art and meaning of khanga making, but also to transform heritage into an economic opportunity. The word khanga, or guinea fowl in English, is inspired by the bird's distinctive spotted pattern. The fabric's uses range from clothing and baby wraps to bedding, curtains and formal gifts, and it is now being transformed into a variety of modern fashion items. By protecting it, the government hopes to safeguard a piece of everyday life, not only in Tanzania, but across East Africa as a whole. Prior to independence, khangas were produced outside Tanzania, but the number of local factories producing them, along with overall textile output, has fluctuated over time. According to official data, textile production in the country has fallen from 53 million square meters in 2020 to around 33 million in 2024, a 40% decline. This is partly due to a mix of competition from cheap imports and high production costs. However, experts say there's still a chance to breathe new life into the industry.
We need to revive the factories that once existed so they can produce khangas using Tanzanian cotton. First, this will create jobs for many citizens, especially young people. Second, in terms of demand, many foreigners are given khangas as souvenirs or ask for them when they visit, so the market is there.
After more than 2 decades of debate on adopting a national attire, experts are pushing for the khanga to be declared Tanzania's national dress. They say this, along with other measures to protect the fabric, could give it a new lease of life, help it cross borders, and ensure it continues to adorn generations to come. Isaac Lukando, CGTN, Dar es Salaam.